Flexibility in this thing right here. I see why people like it.
You know. Oh, yeah.
How's it going, everybody?
What's going on?
Welcome. Whoa, we're big on the TV.
I know.
We have a new prompter that is like bigger than the TV in my house, and it's amazing.
Yes, and by prompter we mean we put a TV up behind the camera so that we can read comments now because I'm old and I can't read anything from far away. So, feeling good on a Wednesday.
Feeling good.
Yeah, we were starting a little bit late there because I had to use the can, and they were all making fun of me, and I could hear them on my in-ears the whole time.
I knew you could.
So, yeah, good times.
I was waiting for you guys. I was waiting for you to say, just go.
Yeah. I had my mic off, and I was like, I could turn it on, but I'm not gonna.
No. Let's not do that.
What's going on, everybody?
How goes everyone? Welcome to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Where we're feeling good.
So do us a favor and smash or press that like button, however you want to say it, and yeah, that does us a big favor, I think, with the algorithm. I don't really know. That's what they tell me, so that's what I say. So
they being the algorithmers.
Yeah, the people who know about the social medias, which is not me.
Yes.
So,
Brent's caption.
Yeah. Yes. So I have gloves on. Yeah, I'll just address that right now.
Unrelated.
Yes. Not because I got shit all over my hands, which also would have been appropriate for me to wear gloves.
We're off to a good start today.
Yeah. We're doing great. No, I got, so you guys didn't know that I wasn't here on the last stream, and we had my brother and Lukey fill in because Sam was away, and my little guy Max brought home hand, foot, and mouth virus, and I had only heard of one adult ever getting that besides myself, and then I got it. So my hands are just gnarly because they're like...
You're not like sick anymore about your hands?
No, like, but they're just kind of gross, so I'm wearing, I mean, yeah, sorry, it's for pedal surgery. That's why I'm wearing gloves, not because I don't want to make Sam throw his beer up during the live stream. Also, mostly that.
You don't have your garbage can.
I was gonna say, where's my? I called it the skin bin earlier today because I had a garbage can here, and I was like, we're doing like a talk about some videos that we're planning on shooting, and I'm like sitting there and I'm like picking at like these pieces, and I'm like, can you bring me a garbage so I can throw them in here? And then I called it the skin bin. So, yeah. We're a classy bunch here over at Rev.
It's great.
Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody.
And if you're new, I apologize for this being the start of the dialogue.
This is how it goes.
What's up, Colton? How's it going, bud?
Yeah, good to see you, Colton, Scott, Robbie, everybody that's, saw Chad here. Pizza toppings, gross.
Yeah. Do you find it like really warm in here today?
No,
just me?
Yeah,
that's all good.
You're in trouble there, bud.
So that's not good.
So we're doing the Notaklon thing tonight. I have been so excited to do this because I love pedals. I love Klon pedals. And I just think everything about this that JHS did is just without a doubt, I think the smartest marketing and like cleverest kind of product that I have ever seen done in our industry. So huge kudos to Josh, Scott, and JHS for just like everything from the packaging, the product, the video with his kids building it, like everything about it was just the smartest move. So, yeah. So I'm excited to build it. How many of you guys are on here, like that are watching? How many of you guys have a Notaklon and have you built them? Like I saw Dave has a couple of them. I don't know if he's built them or not, but yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Joshua's son, you have a real Klon? Nice.
Nice.
Which one do you have? Do you have the KTR, the gold Centaur, silver Centaur? We've got a couple of them. it's yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
It's awesome.
Like they definitely do. Like they have the thing that people want. Like there's a lot of great. Like these are kind of the ones that we picked to kind of shoot this out with. We did a Klon shootout a while ago on the live stream. I want to say like a couple months back or something. And these ended up being like the Harby, the KTR, the Gold Archer, and the Manticore. Aside from the real Klon, were our favorites. So we're just gonna shoot out with some of our favorites. And a lot of the feedback I've seen for the Notaklon online is that it does sound good.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked to try it out.
I have not played a JHS pedal that I thought sounded bad. So
everything
I expect it to sound good.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see how close it gets because, you know, it's funny, like, mustard, I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. Mustard, like, he says, I don't get the Klon fever. I don't feel it's the magic sauce.
I guess that's kind of subjective. Like,
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that I gravitated towards Klon-style pedals, honestly, until I got a real Klon. And started using it, and then I looked at every other pedal that I had that was similar to a Klon and started playing with them. And once I kind of figured out how to dial them in the way that I want, that was it for me. I mean, Klons and Blues Breakers are like probably my two favorites of the like classic, you know, overdrives that people copy.
Right. Yeah.
I like the ODR one too. Like I like the Nobles.
Would you say that that's a new opinion for you?
I would say I didn't have an opinion before because I actually, for the longest time, even though I know what a Klon knob is, right? Like that's like a specific aesthetic.
With the little like...
Yeah, with the little point on it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I ever really, to be honest about any pedal, I never really looked at them as clones of something. I would always be like, what is it? It's an overdrive. And they'd be like, oh, it's like a tube screamer. And I'd be like, okay. But I wouldn't be like, well, let me get my TS9 or TS808 and compare it against it. I would just look at it and be like, is this a cool pedal or is this not a cool pedal?
Yeah.
So
totally.
Yeah.
Colton, that's sick, dude. He said a dude they just had in a session had 4 Klons. He didn't bring any of them.
Oh wow.
But he says he loved the rev and he's gonna order G50, so that is very sick. Thanks for showing it to them, dude. That's awesome. And using it. Joshua says bought us for $600 15 years ago. I thought it was a great pedal for way too much money. Yeah, there you go, man. You're on the high end of that now, I bet.
Ronnie, I thought you said Klondike, like as in the ice cream. I was talking to Ronnie a little bit this last week, and I was like, we gotta figure out getting you on here.
Dude, yeah, we really do.
Yeah, Kyle Bull actually told me yesterday too that he wants to like remote in, so I'm gonna see if we can get Kyle on. So yeah, where's everybody watching from tonight? We always like knowing like where you guys are from and what's going down in the streets and what streets.
Which ones?
Yeah, exactly.
Whereabouts?
And also, you can tell us what you're drinking. I have a Stiegel Raspberry Radler, because as most people who watch this know, I like juice, not beer. So.
Milwaukee from Oakland.
Nice, Oakland.
I thought you meant the beer for a second, and I realized you answered that before we asked.
Dan, North America. Great.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah.
St. Catharines,
Portland. Nice.
Charles Hood.
What's
Charles
up, Kevin?
Hood is certainly not the Hood.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You got
Australia
those cameras
again.
that would make me look slimmer.
Yeah.
Ronnie, it's not working for me, so I don't think you're in.
Basil, you're drinking soy milk by itself?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Halifax.
Nice.
There you go.
My homeland.
Sydney, BC. Nice. Oh, thanks, Josh.
Facebook user, I can't see. It just says Facebook user if you're in the Rev community group or maybe on Facebook. But if you're from Halifax, tell me who you are because I'm from Dartmouth.
Have fun, Colton. We'll chat soon, dude. All right, so should we get into this and see how long this takes us to build?
Yeah,
apparently it's pretty quick and pretty easy.
Let's do it, man.
So, all right. You want to be the IKEA guy or you want to be the assemble guy?
No, you can build it. You're not playing guitar today, so you can.
That's right.
You can do the shtiff.
I tried playing guitar, and it was not good.
Richard from Omaha that we met at.
Oh, nice.
Legit.
What's up, Richard?
Legit Music, yeah. How's it going, Richard? It's great to see you here every week. I really appreciate it.
I don't know if you guys care about all the candy, but there's the little it's not a Klon until you build it card that just tells you like what all its inputs and stuff are.
I just want to point out, this is literally a spoof on the IKEA people.
Yeah.
That's so genius. Like they have the Klon horse with literally the guy that does the IKEA instructions.
Well, and like
that's insane.
Yeah.
Like that level of well thought outness.
This is all.
No,
like, that is.
Oh no, I know it's IKEA, but like
Yeah.
the fact that they literally did the little dude as well is crazy.
Yep.
So
There's this join our email list for a 15% discount code that I'm curious about. Like, I wonder if you can get like 15% off their pedals if you go to jhs.com. So I'm gonna
grab something.
I'm gonna try that. Yeah, yeah. They've got a bunch of things I don't have. I have a few of their pedals, like not a lot. I have a few. So yeah. Oh, there's a pick in here too. There you go. Gravity.
Sean
JHS.
says he struggles with Legos. Legos are hard and they cut your toes.
Dude, wait till you have kids.
Oh.
So we got knobs, we got, cable, some screws, some jacks, stuff like that. We got a chassis, or a chassis, as
Chassis?
morons say.
Chassis?
Chassis.
Really?
No.
Since I've never once heard that.
Actually, I have heard somebody say that. So,
That's cool.
fancy. Yeah,
It's a nice enclosure.
it is nice enclosure. It's like a Hammond, like, double box.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll follow the instructions because I don't normally do that. So what it wants me to do is it wants me to take this PCB board that is in this nice anti-static bag to make sure that we don't ruin it. I'm going to take this, and that's all there is. It's the end of the box.
Goodbye.
Okay. Just like IKEA. So it wants me to go like this and snap it, right? And then it wants me to take off.
The tabs.
Yeah, so it wants this one to go. And then it wants... Does it want the end pieces off yet? I don't know. Nope, it wants this one.
Dan says, as a father of 4, I have flashbacks about stepping on Legos.
Dude, I have so much Lego in my house.
I split my toe open really bad on one as a kid.
Man, that doesn't...
They're dangerous.
Here we go. Don't throw away the wrenches, but break off all the other parts, it says. So then, like that.
Those are like the wrenches that you use to actually put the things on. Oh, they're sized for the...
Yeah, they're sized. Yeah,
smart.
it's everything about how they did this, like looking at it from, the standpoint of somebody who, like, I mean, I don't really build pedals myself anymore for us, but I have built a lot.
Dan, as a father of 4, user 4, Dad.
Nice.
That's awesome. Don't throw the wrenches in the skin bins. Jeff.
It's coming, don't worry. All right, so this is pretty simple, hey? Yeah. I appreciate the kind of steps that they've taken with this stuff to make it like super easy. I mean, if this is how JHS does their pedal assembly in-house too, I mean, this is incredibly efficient compared to what we do. Like, we solder most of the stuff that's on these, so I'm not sure, I'm not sure what their deal is, like how much of their stuff that they do in-house versus out-of-house, but yeah. All right, so I guess I've got to break off all of that stuff too, hey?
The other tabs.
Yeah. There's a little QR code on there. Wonder what that's for.
Maybe either manual or instructions. There's the QR for the instructions in the box.
It says, Invarg Campard was here. I don't know what that means. Wait, where did Mom go? Dude, there's like little dumb notes written on the PCBs. That's awesome. This one says, meatballs, anyone? That's great. Well done, Josh. 1951 started the perfect assembly. I don't know if there's anything else. All right, so this one, yeah. I'm sure these only go one way, right? Yeah.
Very likely, yes.
All right, so it wants us to do that. And then I believe it wants us to install this one into here. What do you guys think? It's super easy.
It's like the Idiocracy scene where they're trying to put the circle through the triangle.
Yeah.
Who here's seen Idiocracy?
Oh, dude, that's such a good movie.
It's one of the greatest.
I like all the people who like to make fun of it being like, it's the greatest documentary of our time. So, all right. So, who here thinks it's going to sound better than the real deal? I'm curious what everybody thinks. Sammy's giving us a taste of some Smooth jazz.
This is the assembly music.
Boys, we were shorted a part. JHS, what's going on there, guys?
What part?
A pot nut. Well then.
So something we would have.
Luke, you want to go check and see?
Like for one of these guys? Luke, it's
Yeah.
it would be like, if we have anything, it would be like the old style G series pot.
Yeah.
Solid shaft.
I'll try and find one.
Yeah.
So this one, does it say the size? Yeah, the 10. That's great. So they give you the proper size. Tighten this bad boy up here. It's incredibly hard. Like, I didn't mess that up, right? Like, it's not like rolling around somewhere that I don't see it.
Is it underneath the back piece?
No,
Underneath
no,
any of
I
the
think we're
boxes?
just missing a nut.
That's okay. We can,
Yep.
we can make it work.
Yep. They look small. So we might not have it, but whatever. I'll put it together without it.
That looks about the same as the old G series.
Well, I mean, whatever.
Old G series, for anyone who might misinterpret that, just meaning we used to
The
do
OG series?
the OG
It's the
series.
OG series.
That's what it'll be when we put out new ones eventually.
Yeah.
No, we just used, we actually changed the knobs to just be push on rather than screw on, so they were solid shaft before. Now
Yeah.
now they're split shaft. There's no difference in anything other than that. So.
Oh, there goes the... Unless, did it fall out on the ground?
Oh, there's a washer there.
That's the one. It just fell off here. No.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we just didn't get it. That's okay.
That's fine.
I want my money back, Josh. So,
No, it's all good.
this isn't really a Klon.
I'm sure if Luke
isn't.
can't even find one, we can still make it work.
Yeah. All right, so then we put this in here and make sure that those line up to there. Yeah. That looks good. Oh, it wants the lock washer thing on first. I see, I see. I guess I should read the instructions, right?
Usually it's a good idea to do that.
Yeah. Dude, doing this with rubber gloves sucks. Did anybody get anything cool this week while I pretend to actually do this?
Any new gear?
Yeah. What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? So it does not want me to over tighten the foot switch. What you got? You got something for me?
Old style here for you.
An old style?
See if it works.
See if that one works. If not, we can grab a new one.
If not, we can probably still make it work
Let's
because
see.
it'll have a. Oh, there you go, bud.
There we go.
Who called that?
Luke and Sam to the rescue. There we go. All right.
I've heard a lot. So Firewolf says he got the Seahawks power supply. I've heard a lot about
Chalks.
Chalks. So it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you for correcting me. It shows you that I don't know much about them. And that's what I was going to say is I've heard of that or seen them around, and I've heard that they're very cool.
We've had them before.
Like on our at the shop.
We had them on some boards. They're very good. And we sent those boards to Musifax for Guitar Summit one year. Right, Manny?
Yep.
Yep.
I didn't even know.
All right. And then,
Got a box of 7 wah pedals from the 1970s Thomas Organ Company. Some work needed, but I could restore. But $145. Yeah, that's not bad, dude. That's kind of cool.
dude, that's all there is to this pedal. These are faster to assemble than rev pedals. Like,
Yeah.
even without the, like the soldering that we do,
The
these
actual
are faster.
just PCB.
Yeah, these are faster to do than our pedals.
Than what
It's
we're
pretty,
doing.
pretty slick.
Oh, Robbie's got one too. Michael Jeeves has one.
Chalks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good stuff, man. They're quiet, good power.
It's funny, like I never used to think about that at all. And then the first time I got an actual isolated power supply versus a daisy chain, I was just like, oh, there's not like a blanket on my tone anymore.
Yeah.
You know, everything just performs so much more efficiently.
Like there is no noise
Someone's
anymore.
asking why Derek is wearing gloves.
Yeah, because I have to. Because my hands are disgusting, dude. That's why. Rotate pots fully counterclockwise.
Yeah, no soldering at all. It's great.
No soldering. Nope, that's it. I got virus from my little guy that I'm over now, but my hands are like peeling. That's why I'm wearing gloves, just because they're disgusting. Luke.
You need a small flathead?
Yeah. You got one? Is there one where? This?
How small of a flathead? Smaller than that.
Pretty small.
I know where one is. But
Cool. I can put the bottom on here while I'm waiting for the tools. We got the, oh, sorry, you know what? I can put the goop on. So, let's do that. This is another one of those things that it's just like such an awesome touch from Josh about this. Like having goop to like goop the board like the same way that essentially Klon did, which we can open up one of my Klons and you guys can see. So,
Interesting. I didn't even know what that is.
what, goop?
Yeah.
You don't know what goop is?
Well, I didn't know that that was a thing that Klon did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
So, and Luke, do you have a Sharpie?
There should be one in the, if not, there's a coffee
So-
mug on my desk that has
So
some
then
pens
what
in
they're
it.
telling you to do is just like goop the board here. So look at, you can see it like, can you guys see that nastiness as it like,
Someone's asking if it'll sound different with and without the goop.
yes,
That's-
10% better, all the magic.
That's interesting.
It won't actually sound different with the goop. Oh, you have to cut this too.
It says you're supposed to leave the goop to dry for 24 hours.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Cool. So see, then the gag is you like goop this up so that you can't see what's in there. Luke,
yeah.
sorry, is there any Kleenex in here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right there.
There's one right here. Oh yeah, sure. Thank you, boys. Everybody give it up for Manny. We can't hear you guys say anything, but yeah. So, but yeah, just like little things like that are just like the crowning, kind of the crowning touch on this. Oh look, we could save this and we could goop some of our boards. Totally make Luke do that tomorrow. No one will know how to build a G3. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So, awesome. However, I need to hold it so you guys can see it. Yeah, so that's it. So, and then we get to sign the bottom of this on the inside because it says sign and date the back plate. So I think we should sign this as you and I and Gear and Beer.
Sure.
What do you think?
Sure.
So, if I can.
I was gonna say I could have written
Spell?
it if you wanted.
This is why I don't write handwritten letters to anyone. You didn't put a date on there. What are you doing, bud?
Well,
So, what are we, March 13 today?
yeah.
There we go. Put the bottom on, and then we'll put the knobs on. Luke, this screwdriver might not be the right size, but we'll check and see. Ooh, oh, just barely, buddy.
We'll get there. We're almost rigged up to try it.
Yeah.
See, Wampler Thomas is cool. Yeah, we had one here.
Yeah, it went missing. I've had a few pedals that go missing because there are a lot of pedals here.
Yeah.
There's a thief in our midst. Or I put it in something and lost it, which is highly likely to be the case.
We know what happened with the Les Paul.
Yeah, TJ has it. TJ, do you have my Tumnus? My Tumnus Deluxe?
Oh yeah, it was
My
bought again.
DL4? Yeah, the DL4. What
Yeah.
else? My Friedman Wah? What else is missing? Yeah.
I remember Scott saying Jay just had to have broken a record by how fast and how many they sold. I remember when Josh posted the videos being like, we didn't expect to sell that many.
Oh no, I think they were expecting to sell like 3,000 and they sold like 13,000 in the first week or something. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Good for them, man. Like it's a brilliant, number one, super fun pedal. Like Klons are, like I said, one of my One of my favorites of the classic kind of pedal sound. Or drive pedals, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's see how terrible am I at lining up knobs. My staff know I'm one of the worst. So,
I didn't know that.
oh, I'm the worst at this, dude.
I will say the solid shaft pots are harder because with the knurled pots you can at least use the same like line in the pot as a point to sink it. But with the solid
Did you ever
shaft ones,
hear about when Annie used to do our pedals?
oh, she was so fast.
No, dude, that like if I did some pedals, like I did some pedals one night, and she came in the next day, like when she was a summer student, and she told her mom, like, don't tell Derek, but I redid all his knobs because they were terrible. I was like, why did I bother trying to like do something to get us ahead?
I miss having her around because
Oh,
she was so fast.
Kitty's pretty good. Her sister's pretty good. All right, there it is. We're done. We built it. Now,
It's cloned.
let's see if it turns on. So,
Let's stand by first. Make
Yeah.
some noise. And let's
hey, Manny, the Goop being wet shouldn't have any problem with the circuit, eh? I didn't think about that.
Not gonna comment on that.
All right, if it blows up, it's because the Goop is still wet. I wonder.
why don't you leave it upright so it at least doesn't drip like.
I don't think it's gonna drip, but I mean, I could open it up and we can see if it moved
Yeah,
just
just
in that time, like while I was putting the knobs on. It's pretty thick. Josh is probably gonna watch this and be like, "You guys are morons."
like your
You're
knobs
not
aren't
wrong.
lined up.
Yeah.
You are correct, and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are somewhat morons.
Yeah, it hasn't moved at all. Yeah, it's fine.
I'd say we're like when we're done, just put it that way.
Let's put it upside down.
Yeah, exactly. What do we? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's swap out the Manticore maybe.
Man, if we get to, you guys smash that like button and stuff for us. And I tell you what, if we get to, I don't know, let's say we get to 120 people watching this and you guys, you know, kick ass in the comment section here. I'll tell you what, I'll buy somebody a Notaklon that they can put together from Josh.
There you go.
We'll give one away.
Nice.
Or we'll give you this one that Sam and I built, and I'll buy another one.
You built. But yes.
Well, you helped me. You told me what I was doing wrong. All right. Okay.
All right. Let's
There
swap
you go.
out
Oh,
the.
do we want to put the serial number on it first? You want to feel good about this? Is their serial number. This is smart. They do stickers.
That's very.
It's
smart.
like
You just
way
print 'em.
smarter than yeah.
Yeah.
It's way smarter than the way we do it. Yeah, I gotta ask him like what he uses for this. All right, I am horrible at this. I should have checked if it's centered, eh?
I was gonna say it's crooked.
Oh, it's gonna be crooked. There's no question. Manny's already cringing.
I can do it. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, it's down.
What?
I was gonna say it's touching now.
I don't know.
There you go. Perfect.
It's a little bit crooked. What do you guys think? Not bad, eh? Not too bad. At least I
Would
didn't put it
Vegemite
upside
work
down.
the same as Goop? Probably.
Would
I
Vegemite-
assume that the Goop probably
I actually
tastes
thought
as
about
good.
it. Like, should we check the consistency of Goop versus Vegemite tonight, there, boys? Why don't you grab that Vegemite and bring it over here? We'll put some on this this paper here. All right, let's see. And Sam says he's going to eat whichever one.
Yeah, I'll eat the Goop. Oh,
Oh, dude.
we have light. It's on.
Dude, look at this.
It's the exact same.
They are the same consistency, and like, I bet you the Goop tastes better. Like, Vegemite is. This shit is so gross. I don't know how Australians eat this crap, but like, look at it.
They eat it on toast. I've been
I
told
know.
10 times that I need
I
to put
know.
it on toast, and I'm like, there are
Mm-mm.
still better things I could put on
Yeah,
toast than this.
exactly. Do you guys know what peanut butter is? Like, it exists. You guys have Nutella. Just put Nutella on there. Come on now. Oh, yeah. Man, maybe we should Vegemite our pedals instead of Goop.
Michael,
Because the smell would be bad enough
us
that you're
up.
like, I don't want to touch it. You know what would be hilarious is like, if you looked at the Goop in a day, right? We should leave this on here and see if the Vegemite like hardens up like the Goop will.
and if it's cheaper, we just buy that.
Man, no, think about what that's doing to your guts if you eat it. If it-
Everyone's pedals would just arrive and smell like yeast.
That's like legitimately, we could play the like Glenn Fricker game of whether or not you could tell which tubes are in it. Like which one is the Vegemite and which one is the Goop.
Vegemite's on the left. It's browner. It's the only difference.
It's pretty hard to tell.
I
know what you're saying.
The lighting I'm seeing, it's a little bit lighter
Yeah.
brown, whereas the Goop is black.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
Michael says hookup coming.
But if you're sending anything, whatever those gummy Like, I don't remember if they were gummy worms or what they were, but oh man, that stuff was awesome.
It's crazy how many Aussie friends of ours are so like, dude, it's good.
It's not.
Nate, we're just messing. But
We're not. That stuff sucks. No, I'm not. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. It's not good.
I have a childish palate, apparently. I don't know.
No, I don't.
Anyways, we have power. The Notaklon has turned on,
Yes.
which means that it does at least part of what it's supposed to. So let's see how it sounds.
The charge pump blew. Not shocking, guys. We had issues with a batch of G8s that we had to reject a whole bunch of them because the charge pump of the G8 was failing too.
Yeah.
So
And that might just, maybe they get them
charge
from the same
pumps
place.
are, yeah, hit and miss. So awesome that they fixed it for you, though. That's great.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What did I do? The goop?
Oh, no. I mean, that works, because when it's on bypass, we're getting. So,
Yeah, but are you even going into the pedal properly, dude?
I think so. This is the in.
Yep.
Oh, no, these
You're
pedals.
going the
No,
in
no,
to
these
the
are
in.
these are crossed here. Sorry, I mixed up the wrong
Yeah,
cables.
yeah.
Hold on,
I was
okay.
like,
No,
that's not right.
That's my fault. So, this is the in. Hold on. Oh, they were physically placed the opposite of the way they were chained. I understand what's happening now. So, hang on. This is going back to the amp. I'm just gonna plug my guitar right into it. Sorry, Manny. There's too many directions. There's too many directions happening here.
I will attempt to play with the gloves on, Robert. Don't worry.
Oh wait, is this? Hang on. Is this the input, Manny?
I don't know what you've done.
I don't know either. This to me seems like it would be the output back to the amplifier. Sorry, it was going, I think, the opposite way that I'm used to
Manny
it
to the
going.
rescue.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Sorry. So this is in. This was going from. Yeah, I don't know how this. I guess it was from here. Yeah. And then that's that, and then the guitar just goes to board. Oh, it's I understand what happened. Got it. Good.
There it is.
And now I know what happened.
And that's
Sorry.
why we have Manny, the audio engineer.
Oh, man, that sounds-
So that the guitar tech can figure out how to plug in a pedal.
Dude, I didn't watch how that was. Okay, I wasn't here when they rigged this up. I thought it was running the opposite direction, and I thought that, like, this is in front, right?
Yeah, it's in front.
Yeah, in my brain, I thought this was after that in the chain.
Oh, it's in front of the.
It's in front of in my brain, and I told Manny to put it in front, so he did the right thing, and I'm just stupid. But I thought this was after the pedal board. It's before the pedal board. That makes more sense. No, Robbie, he's totally right. I told him to do one thing, which he did, and then I thought he did it the other way, and then I'm wrong. Anyways, that sounds pretty good.
Everybody what that just the amp tone is first.
This is the amp tone. Sounds great.
So this is the 4 dB boost. It's a mod that Josh came up with for the KTR.
That's awesome. Dude McGuybro asks, what amp and speakers? We're running the D40, the Rev D40, direct out of the 2 notes output into our UA Apollo. So there's no cabinet or microphone.
Yeah, 2 notes, torpedo embedded. IR is, or Dyne IR is a Rev 4x12 with, I think, Celestion speakers in it, with a SM57 and a Royer 121, preset designed by Shanta.
I think this is the WGS.
Maybe WGS.
Because the Celestion pack they sell.
No idea.
Dude. Getting a tune from you.
No, it doesn't love you.
No, it doesn't. It likes you.
Yes.
I think it's probably adjusting. Actually, no, TJ lived in Saskatchewan when he did this. I was going to
Yeah.
say, I feel like it might just be adjusting to the weather, but
No, it just hates you.
it does.
Anybody else on here that's watching now get a Notaklon?
That's what I love about, like, just kind of the frequency range that the Klon occupies is, like, if I go to the neck pickup, I want kind of the softer kind of thing.
Yep.
That's the same setting. With the gloves.
Yeah, let's see if I can play or not.
This is gonna be a good. Someone make sure the camera's on Derek so we can film, or we.
Okay, let's match them. No, let's match 'em
setting
first.
wise?
Yeah. Where's the? I just can't see what your output is.
Oh, the gain and the volume are backwards. Output is at about here.
Yeah, that's one of the tricks of the Klon too, is
So-
like running the output hot.
Do you know if the mod is the reduction or the boost?
Reduction. Well, it boosts, so like go to the minus.
Minus is like the normal setting.
It says increases the overall gain plus 4 dB for unmatched boost abilities and will increase in mid frequencies in an additional stage of hard edge clipping.
When it's on plus, yeah, okay. That's, man, for the price, that is very close. Even Sean says it's close.
It is close. You can tell playing it. There's like a more of a grainy characteristic to the Notaklon than the real Klon, but it's like, yeah. It's really good. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, for $100, like that's fucking awesome.
What's this pick like? Let's see.
It's a gravity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, you play and I'm gonna turn them on and off. There's a-
It's very minuscule.
There's the low mid frequency in this.
I was gonna say that's the only
it's
difference.
different. Like it's like yeah. Like how clean that is. Like how clean the real one is when you were playing that versus
It's a little bit grittier.
there's fizz here. But
But-
I mean for like this is $5,000 or $7,000 or whatever the hell it is now, and this is $100. This is unbelievable for $100.
That's ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, killer job. Let's
But I'm curious if we dialed this like not like the exact same
No,
settings.
that's what I was doing.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
pulling. I added more gain and I pulled the
Gotcha.
treble back for you. That 4 dB boost makes all the difference, right? Like this sounds better right now to me. But
Yeah.
hold it. That brings in that bottom end that
Totally.
you're missing. There's the clean again. Here's both of them stacked. Okay,
Sweet.
so I'd say we try it against that Harvey because the Harvey was my favorite even over the KTR
Yeah.
of the
Totally.
Klon clones.
I would agree. Yeah, this was probably the best one that we
So
tried.
let's
that
see,
wasn't.
this plus minus switch, like that plus 4 dB boost, ooh, that's nice.
Feel wise too. Like
Yeah.
it immediately feels just super there when that is activated. So
Yeah.
okay, so this is the.
Let's go. Smash that like button for
input.
us. If you guys haven't bought a Notaklon, yeah, I probably would if I were you. I'm going to buy another one as soon as the stream's over.
Okay, Manny. So this is the in, which I would assume is this.
Yeah, that's the input.
Okay, this is the out. I would assume that is the other jack that I haven't used yet.
Just leave the pedal upside down.
And then this is, I don't know what this
That's
is.
power.
I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, that's how that works. So now we got to figure out how to dial
You
it,
seen
though.
that? You know what that clip is from? I don't even know what this is. It's a Steve Brule when he does the episode on fruits and vegetables.
Oh, yeah?
So
Nice.
he holds up an apple. Everyone knows what this is. Squash. He grabs the other one. He's like, this? I have no idea what this is. Just throws it off the screen.
Nice.
It's the best. Any Steve Brule fans? Shout out.
I don't know who that is.
John C. Reilly's character on Tim and Eric.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah.
Now you know. All right.
Flux, you're correct. The Notaklon is a bit thinner than the real Klon, unless you engage that
Plus.
4 dB boost. If you engage that boost, then it gets as thick. I would say that the real Centaur is a little bit clearer and has less fizz. But honestly, like 100% not worth it. Yeah, they've got the always, almost always better and almost always worse switch on this. That's useless to me on the KTR.
It's
to be
different
honest.
it's different than what that does.
It's different. Yeah, this is a mod that Josh actually did to his KTR originally, and then started building. I don't know if he just modded KTRs for people, or what it was that he was doing. But it's called the
Right.
Shamrock mod. I know that, and it's built for, like, it was done originally for this. So
Very cool.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we got him rigged up. I guess do we want a tone match here, like settings?
Yeah, I did.
Wise?
I got it. I think kind of close. It's hard to tell because
It's upside down.
Yeah.
Volume gain, treble. Yeah, that's good.
okay. So
Now let's do the plus.
let's do the. So here's the Harvey. It's not plus yet. Okay. So this Harvey has that low mid thing in it.
I think that's why we like it.
It's not the
Yeah.
same as this, but like, okay, keep going.
See, with the negative sign on, I still feel like just a bit of a feel difference. Like the sound is pretty much the same, but I feel like it is pulled back a bit. And as soon as you hit that, it's like
Yeah, let me try that.
huge.
There's a different mid-range characteristic. The Harby's got more low end
Yeah.
in it.
Let's try that.
But yeah. Yeah, there's more mid boost in the
Notaklon.
No, I think the Harby has more mid boost and the Notaklon has more high boost.
Okay. Yeah. Even with the treble pulled back a bit, this is a bit deeper. Which I don't necessarily like more. It's just different. Like, this is really, really good.
Turn the tone control on the Harby up a bit, see if it gets brighter. Yeah, oh yeah. Harby tone control in between where it just was, like move that Harby back, like. Harby is clearer, okay? So to me, there's less fizz in it. That's probably why I chose it over anything else, because the KTR sounds fizzy to me too. Can you turn the plus thing on? Sorry, you guys get to see my gross hands right now. Give me the real centaur.
Oh yeah, it's not in. I unplugged this one. Is you do that on purpose?
Centaur.
Oh, I thought you said the little centaur.
No, the real centaur.
I was like, I don't think it's plugged in. It's like, I don't know what you want me to do that for, dude. That's really good, dude.
Now give me the Harby.
Or like depth.
Now the real centaur.
Yeah.
I would roll the treble down a little bit on the Harby, but I still think I prefer the Harby over the Notaklon.
Yeah.
Listen to that. Now go to the Notaklon.
Yeah, there's something there.
The note articulation in that on that Harby is just unbelievable for
How
the
much
price
is
point.
this?
It's like $150, or I don't know how much they are now. I bought mine for 135.
That's crazy.
Brand new.
I thought this was more expensive.
Now do that. I'll do that same just straight like E chord like on our. You know what, Jeremy? I don't have a Tumnus Deluxe. I did have one and it grew legs, or I lent it. I don't know what happened to it. But yes, I do need one to test this stuff against. It's not fair to Wampler that we're not doing that, but. I haven't bought one again since mine went missing. So, okay, let's go to between the Harby and the real Klon for a second. something about the way that this cuts that it's just like. That does not feel good to do.
On your hands, yeah.
Yeah. Let's do the Notaklon here. How immediate that is, right?
Yeah. This again, you know, considering it's 50 times more expensive. Like this, the Notaklon does an incredible job, and it's very close. But yeah, there is something.
It's very close, though. Like, so let's take the Centauri. You want to play the Centauri? Because you didn't really play it.
Sure, yeah.
So.
Nice.
No. So.
You're very quick at that.
I am.
Also terrible. I saw your comment.
What's that?
Terrible's comment from before. You missed that part of the stream.
Oh, about the prostate exam with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Don't worry. Okay.
It's a mid-range thing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Honestly though, like these three are probably my favorite.
Oh yeah. Well, let's find Luke in my office. The warm audio one is laid on the pedal wall there, right? So yeah, Dylan, that's my classy gloves because you missed it. I said earlier that like my little guy Max got hand, foot, and mouth, and I got it, so my hands are like peeling like crazy. So it hurts like a bastard to play because I have no calluses right now.
Yeah, it's like all bare again. You have to rebuild them.
Sucks, man. But yeah. All right. Here's my hot take of the day. So, Warm Audio released this pedal, right? This guy here. Yeah, and honestly, I'll let you guys decide, but in my opinion, this is probably, or at least in the shootout we did, this was the worst Klon copy that I have played in a long time.
You know that I'm like Switzerland, and I'll just say I think we like it the least. Someone might.
Oh no, you know what? I don't care. For the money, like this is a cheap Klon clone. Like for the money, the Harby is the same money or less. Buy the Harby in a heartbeat over this. Like
100%.
No offense to Warm Audio, but it's just not very.
Warm Audio does make other stuff that I like quite a bit.
Yeah,
but
like I'm not trying to shit on Warm Audio, but I had very high hopes for this because of the fact that it was in the right enclosure, and I was thoroughly disappointed. So, this is weird. Why is it?
Right? Okay, I'm not crazy. So that's
the output, and this is the input. Like
no,
to the
no,
input.
no. Oh,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, exactly. See, it is confusing, though.
Yeah, it's just dumb. All right, so set this the same as the Centaur.
I told Manny to do it this way, so it is my fault.
It's not that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a clone all day.
Yep. There's this fizz and other shit. That's just brutal.
The mid-range is kind of boomy, I think.
It's if too. Like,
yes, that's the right
Like
word.
it's not. Oops. Like it's goosed.
It's way boomier. It doesn't sound
And
bad.
if you turn the treble up, right? Like, let me.
It doesn't sound bad, but it's just not the same.
Dylan's got a great question. Which one has the most harmonics? What's up, Poo Ninja? Dylan's asking which one has the most harmonics.
So just the most saturation. Let's boost the gain. Find out. Gain up on that guy. Actually, find it easier to hit harmonic on this because it's
Yeah, it's got more saturation.
yeah.
That is so boomy when you crank the gain. Oh, whoops, that's.
Honestly, this one probably does harmonics easiest, but I think it's just because it's the boomiest.
Okay, hold on. Don't play for a second, but leave your volume up. The Notaklon's the noisiest.
I'm surprised that the actual Klon's the quietest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All three. Where's the silver?
The silver
Right there.
Archer or the
Silver Klon. Silver Klon's got more.
more mids.
Yeah. Oh, and I told you guys that I would show you like what it looks like inside, like, because I think these boards are gooped. So, you guys want to see? Look inside the silver one. There you go. See all the goop?
Wow.
Yep.
You just put it all over everything.
So, and I got this from GuitarEffectsPedals.com in Nashville, which is a very cool pedal shop.
What is
If
the
you're-
Goop supposed to do? I'm
What?
really curious. What is like what does it do? Why is it there?
Oh, it's to hide the circuit. Dumble gooped his boards and so did Klon so that you couldn't copy the circuit.
That's actually why.
That's why. Oh, yeah. It's to prevent piracy of their design.
Crazy.
Yep. And it's the worst to try to work on them because if anything blows in that,
You have to take all of it off.
you have to get somebody who can take all of that off without damaging the board or the components. And it's such a pain in the ass. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's why he gooped the boards. That's why Dumble gooped his boards. But yeah, so I got this from GuitarEffectsPedals.com, and it used to be owned by a buddy of mine named DC, who I was actually at Summer NAMM with him when he got Bill Finnegan to sign this, and then he traded it in for something at
Is it
Guitar Effects Pedals.
DC Baldwin?
DC Baldwin, yep.
I know him.
So it says to DC, I don't know why you're interested in having me do this, but what the hell? W. Finnegan for Bill Finnegan.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. So, yeah, and I mean, I understand why they did this. I mean, like, we've had people that, like, obviously knock off our boards, right? Like,
Yeah.
the Demon Effect stuff exists where, you know, they will do their best to, like, to copy anything that they possibly can. And, like, it sucks because, you know, somebody like Dan spends a lot of time designing something, and then somebody else gets to try to take the benefit of all of the R&D time that anybody spends building their product or designing their product. And, you know, it's, in my opinion, a little bit of...
Oh, it's totally
It's
shady.
bullshit because, like...
Especially when they literally call it, like, the R3 pedal.
Yeah, you spend
You know?
all your time. And, I mean, I have not played one to know whether or not it's the same. I mean, I don't have... Or do we have the Mosky Klon here? I don't think we do. You have one. I ordered one, but I don't know if I ever got it. And it's a piece of fucking shit. So I normally don't say the F word on here in case my kids watch it, but yeah, that pedal sucks. So, you know, it is what it is. So you guys want to hear the difference? Manny, have we got another of the little, oh, it's already in front of me. See, Manny, you're so on the ball. Okay, so I'm gonna plug the other Klon in, okay? Mm-hmm. So, this is very weird. Is it?
It's going backwards.
Why?
Because of the way the pedal boards are set up and the way it's sitting.
I don't understand why. I still don't get it, but whatever. All right, so. Okay, so.
It's all this stuff.
So I'm gonna set these two pretty much the same for you guys. And I'm gonna do the same on the Notaklon.
Manny is the goop that keeps the stream together.
Manny and Luke. And Rich is here tonight. You guys don't know Rich, but Rich does a lot of our head shell assembly stuff, and he's here hanging out, kind of learning the ropes for the days when Manny's out on tour and Sam's out on tour and Luke and I need to be on the stream. So just kind of seeing how we do things, which is completely stupid, and there's no point to anything that we do here, but we're here doing it.
That's the point, Rich. Just screw it.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. We're good.
The goop stops the magic smoke from escaping. True. Okay, so silver, gold.
I'm a gold fan, I think.
So, I bet you these two are closer.
The silver
than
and
these
the
two.
Yeah, for sure. Because the mid range is different. The gold has the really like warm mids.
There's more bottom end in this. Hear it? Low end in this.
Yeah, those are closer.
Play the riff. That one. Okay.
Yeah, gold.
So there's just this thing about this that there's not this top end fizziness in this. Like when you guys talked about it being smoother, there's less top end fizziness in the real Klon than there is in the Notaklon. But oh man, are they ever close?
They are.
Like
Extremely.
yeah, like I would say when we did the other shootout where we were talking about how close the Harby was, I said that it was like 95% of the way there to a real Klon. The Notaklon is like pretty much the same, but has this boost thing, which makes it even cooler. It's different
Yeah.
than than what the Klon is doing, but it's
It still has
yeah.
that general sound though, and it's kind of in between
Yeah.
both sides of this.
For $100, I mean, geez, like it's
fantastic. Yeah.
There's no better deal for a Klon style pedal on the market than that. But
Huge.
yeah, this would be my close, like, if you're into Klons, you should own this Harby Centaur. Like, there's no question, and you should own the Notaklon for sure. So
Definitely. And it's funny that these are two of the cheapest alternatives, and they're our favorites.
yeah.
Like, it just goes to show you, it's like good design is good design.
Yeah, like I don't know how much the Manticore is worth because I got that in a deal when I bought a bunch of pedals from Sean, but I'm sure it's hundreds of dollars, right? Like it's not gonna be 169 bucks. With all the knobs all the way up for full component tone test. Sure.
Hear more of a difference like that.
It's interesting how what they hear on the stream and what their opinions are watching versus what we're hearing. Because I don't know about your opinion, but with everything Goosed, I actually prefer the silver over the gold and over the Notaklon. So like there's gold.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Mid-range now. And this is too much. Like
Harvey's,
this starts to fall apart.
Harvey's 250 Canadian now.
Oh, really? But yeah, 169.
Yeah, it's interesting, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
I bet you it's just because this doesn't have as boomy of a mid-range, so when it's getting that much more of everything, it stays clearer. That's hotter for sure. Yeah. That's on too.
That's
Yes.
why. That's why. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so like to me, okay, so for everybody that's saying like so close, you know, I wouldn't do the like the choice is clear of like, you know, between the Harby and the Notaklon. Yeah, I mean for $100 buy the Notaklon for sure. I would say if you like Klon pedals and if I'm choosing which one's going on my board between those two, I'm still going to put the Harby on my board. Is for me. The difference between that and a real Klon, if you have the means and somehow you have the luck of having a Klon and don't care about what the cost of it is, the gold Klon is still better than everything I have ever played. So it is like a 5% difference, but if you were recording, like if you were a studio, the clarity and note articulation on this Centaur for sure. And now I've played a bunch of different Klons and they are not all the same. Braxel, I can throw the KTR into the mix. I can tell you right now, it's going to lose to everything, but I will. So I'll put it in place of the Manicore. So get ready, because it's not as good. Okay. Okay, let's see. Gain. So we're just goosing everything?
I hate that goose.
There's the clarity on the Notaklon instantly is better than the KTR.
It's better.
Bottom end drops out. There's like...
Even Braxel says.
So the KTR is a PCB PCB built, which is not saying that PCB is bad. All of our pedals are PCB, but it is very different from the Centaur. The Centaur's all through-hole components, and I don't know, like all the magic diodes bullshit and everything that everybody talks about. I don't know what the deal is there, but let's look in the KTR and just see.
It's all about the germanium diodes.
Yeah, it's probably that. It's the wrong special unicorn.
Hey,
just
dude,
unplug the pedal before you touch anything on the
What's
inside.
that?
Unplug the pedal before you touch anything on the inside.
I'm not touching anything on the inside. I'm just taking the bottom plate off so that...
Dude McIbro says it sounds like a Dan Electro pedal in comparison, and I like the Cool Cat chorus.
Oh, dude, the Cool Cat chorus, the Fab Tone, the Dan Echo. The Dan Echo is a killer delay pedal.
Yeah.
It's just noisy. Am I okay to just take the bottom off if I don't touch anything, Manny? See, so...
Manny's like, yeah, sure, go for it.
So in the KTR, you have a number of things that, as far as the whole, like, folklore around, you know, component selection and that goes compared to inside the Centaur. You got a bunch of, it's not just PCB, but there's a lot of surface mount components in here, right? Like, you've got surface mount resistors and stuff like that in here where everything on the Centaur is through hole. So, I think JHS proved that, like, that's not the deciding factor, because the Notaklon is primarily almost all, might even be all, pretty much all surface mount components. I'd have to reopen it and take a look there.
Considering we soldered nothing, I'd say that's a safe assumption.
It's mostly surface mount components. So they're, you know, pretty similar that way. Like, yeah, it's, I don't know. I was really excited when I got the KTR. And to be honest, after I got it, I was like, like, it's just kind of, yeah, it didn't hold a candle to the originals, that's for sure. Like,
and this is the one that he'd made, right?
Oh yeah, this is like, well, I didn't actually know this, but I can't out who it is, but Bill Finnegan still makes the KTR, and it is still sold at retail through some retailers. You just have to find them. And they're only like $300 to $400, where used KTRs can reach like $800,000 easy. But for, you know, for my money, I would buy the Harvey Centaur and the Notaklon. I mean, if you're starting to like Luke, like you've got the Mosky, you should buy the Notaklon in a second. you know, if you're just getting into pedal collecting and pedal, you know, pedal collecting, and like messing around with tones, Notaklon is so close. And like, but I'll say this: if you know somebody who has a real Klon and you're ever recording an album, get the real Klon and use it. Like it's awesome. So, yeah. Yeah, the Notaklon does sound better than KTR. Again, when I first got the KTR, I was super excited to get it and to try it because I actually was, at the time, like I didn't want to put either of the real Klons on my board, and I'm like, I'll use the KTR and then I'll put it on my board, and then, yeah, as soon as I got it, I was like, nope. Like most of the, like the Archers, like honestly, like I think we had, if I remember correctly, when we did the shootout before, it was the real Klons, the Harby, and the Manticore, and then both the Gold and Silver Archer, then the KTR, then some of the other ones.
Yeah.
I can't remember if we put the Mjolnir ahead of the KTR or not, like from...
I think we did.
From Mythos? Or Mythos? I'm not sure.
I don't think we did just because it was a little bit different. It wasn't like, we were trying to see directly what was like the closest.
Dude, this pedal is not worth $200. Like, that's this pedal, and like, honestly, as a Klon clone, this doesn't come close to the Notaklon or to the Harby. The Harby and that destroy it. Yeah.
No, from playing them, I do think they're closer. And again, that's not to say that this doesn't sound good. It does, and someone might just like that sound more.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for what the actual Klon thing is, the Harby and the Notaklon are the closest that we've tried.
I'm going to have a bit of a hot take against Sam there. Even if you're not looking for what the Klon is, the Harby feels better under your fingers.
Oh, yeah, there's no question there.
So, like, the Warm audio doesn't feel good. That's why I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, Warm makes a lot of great stuff. I just don't think that's one of the great things they make. You're Switzerland, I know.
No, I'm not Switzerland. I'm not denying that the feel doesn't... Like, the Harby definitely feels better. I was just saying sonically, like, this definitely still sounds good and would do the trick if someone wants that. But, like, if you want a Klon, this is not as close as those.
Dylan Jones, your favorite is the Jeff Beck Archer. I haven't played the Jeff Beck Archer, but I have heard from many, many people that it is awesome. So, I don't know how the Tumnus stacks up. I'm sure it's great. I've never played a Wampler pedal that I thought sucked. Brian builds awesome stuff. So, yeah, I just, apparently I had two of them, but like the Tumnus and the Tumnus Deluxe, but I don't know where they are. So, unfortunately, we have a lot of pedals here, and there's still boxes and stuff from when we moved from our old building that it could be in something and we just don't know. Or I could have lent it to somebody and I just forgot about it. That has happened with a Gold Top Les Paul and many other things. So, yeah. How many of you guys are gonna go buy a Notaklon now? I'm curious if you don't have one. Anybody inspired to go pick one up after this tonight?
You should.
We have no affiliation with JHS. They are a competitor of ours technically, but we don't really look at other companies that way. We feel like there's room for all of us on your pedal board, so yeah. Nope.
We all make different products, and JHS are definitely a company that is paving the way.
Did we try the Sugar Drive last time, guys?
Do we have it?
Yeah, we have a Sugar Drive in my office. You're gonna buy a Harby modified. What's the modified? Yeah. Like, what's the modified? Like, does anybody know what the Harby modified is? Because now I'm really intrigued. Yeah, Braxel, it's definitely worth it. I mean, I'm a gear collector, so I like having, like,
all
everything. So, I mean, I'd probably buy the modified Harby Centauri to see how it's different from the
regular one.
From the regular one, just to have it.
And if it's anything like that, it'd be great. But it also could be like the Deluxe Manticore, where it's not as good as the regular one.
Oh, that Deluxe Manticore is so bad. I'll sell that pedal tonight if anybody wants to buy it.
Yeah,
it's bad.
It's crazy that the regular one is so much better.
Sean, are you still watching? Tubbs, if you're still watching, tell me what you thought of the silver.
Oh, he said
Manticore.
when we were dialing it, he's like, oh, it's not as good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make it sound like it's terrible. It's just not as cool. So
there you go. Fat Switch silicone clipping and clean blend on the.
I'm just gonna check in my office for that Sugar Drive because I'm 99% sure I got one from MXR. It was fine when I was playing it there, bud.
Well, it's been friggy all day for me, bud.
Yeah.
You also just don't care if it's in tune.
Oh, bud, it's just, you know, you gotta have the right hands, man. I can't help you there. Sorry, I can't help you.
I guess I'm frigged.
Yeah, bud.
Even at lower gain tones, this thing sounds awesome. I don't think I've ever seen a sugar drive here. I don't even know what it looks like. That's it?
Oh, it's Fat Sugar. Does anybody know if the Fat Sugar is the same as the Sugar Drive?
It's MXR?
It's MXR. And it's a 3-knob volume tone drive. I'm gonna guess that's possibly it. What's this blue one up here? I think this is a Screddy, isn't it? Yeah, that's a Screddy.
It's the same as the sugar drive, just a full-sized enclosure.
What's that?
Same, just bigger enclosure.
That is?
Sugar drive smaller, that's what Robbie says.
Okay, great.
That's the one Basil says he's talking about.
Cool.
Cool, let's try it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Volume, tone,
Game.
gain. Let me stand her by and then we can swap out the, yeah.
So,
Raxel, that's sick you have a 740, man. They're hard to come across these days.
yeah. I loves me that amp. All right, let's goose it like everything else, right? You ready? Oh, you turned that down though.
I was just messing with it, yeah.
I see what you done. I see what you done.
Seeing how
dude.
she did the mid ranges.
Okay, let's see.
That is nice. Delay here. It definitely is fatter. It's a bit chubbier.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, the Fat Sugar sounds good. I gotta pick.
Tweak them a little bit. I think that's pretty close. Yeah, it's a little bit nearer.
There's like a little bit of difference in the mid-range, but like it's pretty great.
That's really great.
I mean, hit the.
Silver?
I don't care. the real ones?
Hang on. Just a second, just going. Okay, ready?
There's this growl in the Klon and the top end that, like, the top end still rings through and has the right, like, chime to it to me. Like when you do the Fat Sugar, right? You hear how the lows change, like, a lot, right?
You're also getting more of a tail at the end when you choke it. Like, it's hotter.
Like the top end is. Yeah,
It's almost like it's more like that.
Yeah,
less like that.
It's very good though.
Yeah. And I'm sure this is pretty cheap too. Like MXR stuff is super reasonably priced.
Flip the gain switch inside the Fat Sugar. Okay, I can do that. Okay. You gonna go to drop D? These gloves are so annoying, dude. Dylan will be proud of me, though.
Dylan?
Yeah. 90 to 120 for the Fat Sugar. Yeah, dude, that's a great price, too. Like, yeah, I'm going in for the inspection. Okay, this one I am going to listen to Manny, though, and I'm going to unplug the power.
Oh, there goes my signal.
Yeah.
It's true bypass, though, because you're unplugged and it's still going. Or is there a battery in it?
No, because when I turned it on, it died. Oh, yeah. There's a switch. Let's see what that sounds like.
That's the cable, I bet. Oh, there you go. Now she's pissed now.
It's just a buffer switch?
That's all it is.
Yeah. So what does that mean it does?
It's a freaking guitar, man. I don't know what's going on. So it's in a red PCB.
what does the buffer switch do then? Anybody know? Oh, okay, so you can, yeah, just for the bypass. All right. Allows truer tone to bypass. Is it what's the difference between like I just did, Carl. See, all the staff here have seen it. It's disgusting. Carl, you missed out. You weren't here before when Dorian and Sam and I were having a meeting, and I had Dorian give me the garbage can because I kept peeling stuff off my hands, like peeling dead skin off, and I called it my skin bin. It was awesome. The MXR screws are really nice. So what's the theory behind, like, I'm bad, I don't have proper education here. What's the theory behind, like, buffered versus true bypass?
I don't know what the theory is in terms of tonal loss. I mean,
is that what it's about? Is that they think that if you have true bypass that it loses tone?
Buffered bypass,
bypass?
Allegedly loses less signal. Yeah.
Oh, so it loses less. So true bypass, you lose signal along the chain?
I think buffered bypass is just meant to accommodate for any like loss. Yeah, that's all it is. Like, yeah, like, and it's funny because the G series, like the G2, 3, and 4 are true bypass, and the G8 is buffered because of the charge pump.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, gold member. You have no idea how many times I made that reference that I don't think Sam really understood when I did it today.
I got it right away.
You're like, oh, I got it. I just didn't think it was funny. I just didn't laugh because it wasn't funny. So,
I like gold.
Buffers change the impedance.
I like gold.
I like gold. I do.
Yeah.
Gold knobs on the old Harvey.
Changes the impedance, as Jeremy said. Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. Yeah.
Fine.
What else do you guys want to check out, right? Just have a boss pedal last in the chain. Yeah.
Some boss pedals sound good.
No, lots of boss pedals sound good, man. The amount of boss pedals that we thought were shit because they weren't boutique, that when you go back and actually play them and you're like,
this is great.
These pedals hold up really well. Like the Blues Driver is awesome.
Yeah.
The TU2.
Even the SD1. Like the Super Distortion or like the OD1 or whatever.
No, dude, the Boss Tremolo pedal, that green tremolo pedal is awesome. The compressor sustainer is the only time I ever used a compressor.
I know you don't like chorus that much, but the Waza chorus is nice. Yeah, super good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All the Waza stuff is really good. The delay too, like that purple Waza analog delay. You've seen that? That thing sounds killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Japanese stuff, like the Waza stuff, is more what I'm a fan of.
I wonder, like, how much the Waza thing is real and how much of it is snake oil.
I'm sure it's just different. Like, even if it's the same schematic, I'm sure it's just component differences.
Yeah, like they just have tighter tolerance and like they inspect and measure components before they put them in. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not sure, like, maybe anyone here who knows can answer me, but if the Waza stuff actually is made in Japan versus being made.
Check it out. There's a Waza HM2 right there. I'll hold the guitar.
Oh, we have one?
Yeah, there's on the bottom beside the amazing Nitro from.
Dude, this thing sounded good. Was made in Japan. There you go. Yep. That's the difference.
I don't have a Rocktron Silver Dragon. I have that. It's the Rocktron
Nitro.
Killer
Wasn't that thing like $50?
Killer boost pedal for $35.
$35.
Yep. Can't go wrong with that. Jedped's Blues Breaker. What's that? Is that like you build it yourself, like a kit thing? Can you guys play the intro to Bloodstone by Judas Priest right now?
No.
I don't know any Judas Priest. I'm terrible at covers, so.
Braxel, sorry. I don't have anything against Judas Priest, but I never listened to Judas Priest really, so I don't know many of the songs. I know the classics.
What's everybody drinking tonight? I now have the Channel Lager. Channel Marker Light Lager from Lake of the Woods Brewing Co. Terrible was it with those pedals. Need the phone Klon. Oh yeah, yeah. That dude should build that. That guy's. Is it Pete's Pedals? Was that what he was called? Do you remember? Pete's Effects or something like that. I think. Like, yeah, he does the Tiger, like theremin thing that I have, and the two phone pedals. Yeah, you're having a second soy milk. Oh, living the dream and living on the edge, eh? Nice. Jed's Ped is a pre-packed kit from the UK based on the Marshall Bluesbreaker. Nice. It's good? You like it? Nice. Having a poppers. Nice. Some Letterkenny. Four bastards in here haven't hit the like button. You guys are keeping track? Oh yeah, I forgot to do all of that stuff. So yeah, smash the like button again if you haven't already. Join us on Facebook in the Rev Amplification community for lots of dumb fun and yeah. Yeah. So I'd say that like the Notaklon, never mind the commercial success of it. I mean, as a pedal for $100, like it wins everything here tonight. I'd say that this Harvey is second, although we didn't compare the Harvey and the Fat Sugar, and the Fat Sugar is actually really good. Like,
It is. I'm surprised. I hadn't tried that one. I didn't even know we
Yeah.
had it. I didn't know we had it here.
yeah, Matt McDevitt gave it to me when Matt was at MXR, and like I forgot to, like he gave me 3 pedals at NAMM last year, like the April NAMM, because I had traded them for a couple of G Series pedals, and the Fat Sugar was one of them. That Super Badass was another. Oh, and then the Carbon Copy Deluxe, which I don't know where that went, but it's here somewhere. Jeremy Rice, any new rev pedals coming? Yeah, at some point. I don't know when. Not.
I don't even. I think
not anytime soon.
we released so many things last year, and now it's like I don't really know what's next.
I do, but it's just not for a while. So.
Well, I do too,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, we know how things move. Like, I think all the products we released to NAMM initially, we were like, okay, this is what we're doing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, last year we did 4 product launches between the Tilt Boost. How many people in here have a Tilt Boost?
Tilt
Let's see that.
Boost is the most versatile pedal we have, honestly.
Yep, Tilt Boost, Chat Breaker, D25, and D40 were all last year, and that was too many products to launch in 1 year for us. There's not enough time to like support with marketing and building for us to do 4 products in a year. So,
Or do we really
Yeah.
need to? But
yeah, nice. Yeah, Tilt Boost is my always-on pedal.
same.
It's awesome. Full tilt, yeah. Nice, Andrew.
At
Yeah,
lea-
Andrew, if you guys didn't check it out, Andrew posted a video with, it was Tilt Overdrive with Friedman IRX, and what was the other pedal that was on your board, Andrew?
I saw this.
Yep. Cool
Pretty sure-
video.
pretty
I
sure I
just
shared
started
it.
watching it, and then somebody texted me, and I got derailed, but you guys check out.
Yeah.
Andrew, thank you.
I have a tilt boost, but I have the full size tilt on my board as well, just because my board is built to either use.
Michael Nielsen.
Michael,
What's going on, dude?
Really enjoyed Michael's video.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome work, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael's awesome. Yeah, he's got great guitars. I love his like. He's got like a Daphne Blue Telly that I want to say it's a Shabbat. Yeah, which are phenomenal guitars. Correct me if I'm wrong, Michael. Derek, how fast is the channel switching on the G50 using Midi? What a bad question to ask me. So
I mean,
I've never
there-
used Midi in my life.
There's like no more latency than the amp foot switch would have.
Okay,
Like
there you go.
It's pretty instant. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I need to learn Midi. I had so many questions. Like I answer all of the like live chat things on the website when I'm at my computer, and like there's so many people that ask Midi questions, and I was like, yeah, you know what? That'd be a really good question for you. Email our service department at service@redlands.com.
I was gonna say I've got
And, like,
I've got a good amount of MIDI related questions recently for
yes.
sure.
Yeah.
And I will say now, like after asking Dan a bunch of questions, I'm pretty sure I can answer any of them regarding like the most common one I get is apparently you have to, and I learned this recently from Dan, you need to enable cabinet saving for the virtual cabinet. There's actually a way to boot up the amp that enables that. Otherwise, MIDI storing won't switch the cabinet. And I also learned that on the G20, the PC command number that you send will correspond to the bank number in Torpedo.
Yeah.
So if you want a specific cabinet for preset 10, you put that on bank 10 in Torpedo, and then it does it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can you grab the SLO pedal?
Yes.
Somebody just asked if the SLO pedal is cool.
Yep.
It is cool. It's a high gain pedal. Firewolf, can we pop by the shop and buy direct? Well, yes and no. You're definitely welcome to pop by the shop if you're in town. Just email us to make sure that we can have you in whatever day. you're going to be here.
Yeah.
We typically do our best to make that work.
Yeah, usually Derek or myself is here.
As far as buying direct goes, you can buy anything through the website. I wouldn't suggest you try to pop by and buy something because most of our stuff there's a back order situation on. So you might show up and we're like, yeah, you could order it right now, but we don't have it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the huge advantage from buying from any of our dealers. If you buy from any of our dealers, they have it in stock.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say they always do. There's lots of dealers that run out of stock too, but that's the biggest advantage of if you see it somewhere, man, I buy whatever I
mean, at the same time, if you want to just come by and check out, we have all the designer stuff on the website, but if you do want to come by and spec something out, we could go through all of our options with you in-house and make that happen.
Yeah. So of the amp in a box pedals, I will admit that this isn't my favorite one that's out there.
And you like Soldanos.
I do. So it's nothing against them. I just find it fizzy.
Yep.
Yeah, just a second here. Yeah, Michael, the G2 of the G series pedals is my favorite pedal that we do. I love the G2. You roll the gain lower a little bit, like I'm gonna say probably 11 o'clock-ish, and then you run it in the blue mode, is the blue drive mode is
also,
my move.
One thing, and I know, Michael, you've got good enough ears to figure this out anyways, but one thing I recently really learned with the G2 is that the treble pod is not necessarily linear, and it opens up at a certain point, and when you boost the treble more, it's really nice.
Oh, yeah?
Like more than you would think that you need to, it's really nice, and it stays smooth.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Andy, you missed out. You can watch the beginning of this stream to hear what the Notaklon is like, but it's awesome for $100. Best Klon pedal on the market for $100, that's for sure.
100%. And it took like 10 minutes to build.
Yeah, it took no time at all. So kudos to Josh. You ready? It has a boost on the side.
It's a deep switch.
What it is? It's a low end.
It's really dark.
Yeah. It's kind of piercing when you.
That's. But it's and again, this isn't a hate. It's like it gets piercing before anything opens up in the top end.
So this versus. Have you got your G series in front?
I do.
Let's hear the.
G2.
No, I'd say 3 or 4. Probably the 3. Let me know when you're ready. Try the 4 for more low end.
G3 all day.
Yeah, because you roll your bass back, right? So.
Well, a little bit. I mean, that's what they boosted.
Oh yeah.
Still way tighter.
Yeah. Okay.
4 or that?
No,
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Personally, G3 all day, and that is with the bass boosted a bit, but I just like the
Yeah.
tightness in the attack and like how quick the low end is.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's on purpose. Like, the G3 is supposed to have a very quick attack, and the G4 intentionally has a bit of a slower, saggier attack because that's, you know, some people just like that more. And also, like, the G4, you know, having that saggier low end, and then using something like the tilt boost.
Yeah,
Not that the drive switch, but. Yeah. So, yeah. I like it.
Yeah, the Saldano's a good pedal, and like if you collect pedals, it's definitely something you should have in your collection. I agree. Like I like rectifier tones, and I like, you know, a lot kind of heavier and like thicker sounding stuff than Sam does. But I found the Saldano, both the pedal and the amp actually, to be really grainy. I'm not a big fan, like out of all the amps on the wall, like literally everything that's in the middle right now, the Saldano is, well, to be fair, I haven't played that 5153 6L6. I don't know if I've played it at all yet, to be honest.
No, do we have the 34 model here?
The what one?
The
No, I
65?
don't have that. I don't have a 5153. Like that's the only 5153 I have.
Right.
But out of everything, so the Triple Rec, the Phil-X, the Ecstasy, the Slash, the 740, the Friedman, BE100 and BE50 Deluxe, and then the EVH Iconic. Honestly, the SLO is my least favorite out of everything on the wall. So it's, you know, yeah, keep that in mind, I guess. Can you scroll up? I just want to see that one comment there just a little bit. Like
Robbie,
there-
I wouldn't say I don't like thick
Okay,
tones. I just like tones that have mid presence.
So
quite a
Firewolf
bit.
says, awesome regardless of the cost. A Klon only costs what people, or what it does because peeps have more money than they know what to do with. Not a Klon, $100. Klon, $200 to $300 for all the difference it would make in any mix. I don't know what Klon you think is $200 to $300. Like even the KTR, which we said tonight, sounds significantly worse than literally all of the clones that we played tonight. Except I actually think the KTR is better than that Warm Audio one. This is like, I don't know how much this is on Reverb right now. You guys can tell me, but they were between $700 and $1,000 on Reverb.
They're not cheap.
And I would say it's definitely worse. The real Klons are, I think, between like 4 and like 7,000 US. Like the silvers are, I think, are around 4 and the golds are 7. That's what they used to be. I don't know what they are now. I did not pay that or anywhere close to that for either of mine. So I got them before they went crazy stupid. So yeah, I mean, if you're just if you're like me and you're more of a hobby player than an actual player, there's no real reason to own the real things. Mm-hmm. If I was Sean Tubbs, I would own the real thing. Mm-hmm. So, and even Sean's probably sold his real thing and used something else because he's like, I can get the sounds I need out of anything. So, yeah. So, Dylan, is my dual rec a revision F? I believe it is. I honestly can't remember. I'm 99% sure the dual rec is Rev F, and I have 2 triple recs that are Rev Gs.
Yeah.
So.
Is Rev F the one that people want?
Rev F and G.
Yeah.
Like both of them, they're kind of mostly sought after. No, Braxel, I couldn't bring myself to pay $4,000 for a pedal either, and I wouldn't. I don't care how good it is. I mean, I understand from a collector standpoint, like, when I got these, they were probably like, this was probably around like $2,000, and this was probably around like $3,000.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
And to be honest, I traded for them, so I wasn't out very much. But I got them because I wanted to see why people thought they were so special. And I did get it like immediately after I got the pedals. I understood why pro players love them. And then I also was kind of like, they're not coming down in price anytime soon because this is a little known fact. I don't know how many people know this, but Bill Finnegan does still build at least one of the new Gold Centaurs every month, and it gets put on eBay. And this is a testament to the fact that Bill is a very, very, he's eccentric, but he's a very, very good dude. That I think he gives the pedal to a single mom that's his neighbor and tells her, here, sell this on eBay and you can pay your rent.
Wow.
Or pay your mortgage or whatever it is. So,
Yeah.
like, shout out to Bill. That's an awesome thing to do. And, you know, yeah, just being a good human being,
Yeah.
doing something like that for somebody that's a little less fortunate. But yeah, so, yeah, my wife doesn't kill me about any of my gear stuff because I make money from gear stuff normally. And
Like when you gain equity.
yeah, and
Yeah.
she rolls her eyes at me that I buy stuff like, you
Yeah.
need another guitar, and I'm like, I don't need anything.
Oh, dude, growing up with my dad, it was like literally every day someone would come to the house to trade or sell a bass.
Yeah.
Like for a while in Halifax, I remember it was like every single day someone would come to trade an instrument, and my mom after a while was just like, I know you're gaining money on this, so I don't really care. You know,
Yeah.
like, but yeah, he was like that too, and still is. But
Yeah.
I've like, I don't know. I guess I'm a creature of habit. I've used the same things for a while, and like I do certainly like trying new things. And there's been some things that I've tried and been like, oh yeah, I need that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not like the same in that regard, you know.
Well,
like-
you're not a huge pedal guy either, like, normally. I didn't
guess
know
so.
you to ever really be into pedals until we started doing a bunch of pedal stuff here, and you started playing with more pedals
I
here.
would use like a compressor and a boost and a delay and a verb and a chorus.
Yes.
Like I've always had my staple sounds that I've.
The thing your
gone
amp
to.
couldn't do, you had on a board.
Basically.
Yeah.
And that's honestly pretty much how I still operate. Like on my board, I have a bigger board, but I use it with two different amps, right? Like I have the big board and I use it with a D20 for corporate stuff, and I have the G2 and the tilt overdrive, and that takes care of my needs in that regard. But when I'm in the 120, I don't really use those. I just want it all in one place.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I have like my board that I mean, Manny built it for NAM in last year April NAM. I think it got put together, and we never put it together with the stuff I actually wanted to like use it with, or like to play with, and I just never fixed it. Can you scroll up? I saw somebody comment about House of David. Oh yeah. So he gave them a KTR to use in the studio. Yeah, that was awesome. Like,
Oh, I didn't realize he was there.
yeah, Tyler Morris and Guy Morris brought
Really?
Bill
Wow.
Finnegan to that
That
the live stream
that
thing,
was the
launch
first-
of the Dynamis combo
I
at
think
Summer
that
NAM.
might have been the first road event I ever did with Rev.
Could be.
At House. No, I did NAM once before winter, and that was the first time I went to Nashville with
Yeah.
you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Will, for checking out the pedalboard video.
Michael, your wife loves when you buy new gear. She's an enabler. Nice. That's awesome.
That's a good situation.
Yeah. Every now and then, my wife will send me she'll send me a picture of a guitar, or like she'll comment about something looks nice.
I was gonna say with
Like,
Danielle too.
this-
Like I showed her the guitar that I spec'd out,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh, that's pretty." I was like,
It's
yeah.
very rare that my wife does
Yeah.
that, but I'm gonna give her
Yeah.
props that I think she's done it at least once.
Yeah.
So that's why I say every now and then.
It was funny because like it's always like I just said like I'm not too much of a trader, but like every now and then something will come in, and she'll know that I like did something to either work for it or trade for it. So
Right.
she's not like upset with it. But with that guitar, I'm like, yeah, like we worked out this thing, and like I'm gonna get this guitar coming. And she's like, oh great. And I showed
Yeah.
it, and she's like, oh, that's really nice.
Nice.
It's like, yep.
Yeah.
New guitar day, hopefully soon. Next few months.
Yeah, it was about 4 months for mine, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be close to that. Yeah, you guys get any new gear this week? I didn't get anything new. I sold one of my Strats. I sold that American
The Elite.
Ultra Elite, just American Elite. I don't remember what it's called.
It had kind of the sparkle burst
The
finish.
yeah, pearl white finish. We bought it for Sean.
Oh, the pearl white finish. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it for Sean, and like, we used it a couple of times for things that we needed to use a Fender guitar for, and then we just stopped using it. And I wanted that 1980 Les Paul, so I did make a deal with my wife that she didn't push me to make, but I said like I'm gonna buy some more guitars, like I want some birthier guitars, but I'm gonna sell stuff to get it, like, or trade or something. But I hate doing trades, man. The amount of people who have offered me trades on stuff I have listed online right now that I just, like, 90% of it, I'm like, nope. Like I don't want worse things for my thing that's better. Like, and I don't want just more. Like, you're gonna give me 3 worse things for my good thing. No.
Robbie, that's funny because you guys work together, so it's like you couldn't even hide it when you're doing the gig.
Yeah.
You're just saying his partner's the bartender where he works.
Oh,
so it's like, yeah, that's awesome.
Nice, Andy. You're selling a bunch of pedals. I haven't got to selling pedals yet. Like that's something that I should. Like, I have that Strymon Brigadier. I hate that pedal.
Oh, dude, there's tons of pedals.
Like, there's so many that I don't like that I have.
There's so many here that I haven't even tried.
Yeah.
Like, look, even just looking at the wall.
We're gonna do Manny and I, when we get a bit of time, we're gonna go through everything and like catalog all of them so we actually know how many are here. We should have a little contest to see if somebody can guess the number of pedals that we have at the shop. It's gonna be a lot. So.
Whole bunch.
Dude, I lead with no trades. It says no trades in everything. People don't listen.
Yeah, they don't care.
They'll like literally send you the message and be like, I know it says no trades, but would you be interested?
I got this sick lawnmower that.
No, it's so much worse. It's like, would you be interested in 2 Mexican Strats and 1 Squire Telly for your US Strat? No. Like, no, I absolutely would not be interested in that.
Sounds like more effort for me to sell it.
Your guess now is 569 pedals. That is way more than we have, but
At least a couple hundred, though.
it is in the hundreds.
I think 250 to 300 is probably safe.
Yeah, I know. You and I are both doing the same thing where we're like, there's about 15 per shelf, and there is 5 shelves here. So some of the
Well, there's
shelves
also
have
the
more than
boxes up top, and
that.
the shelves in your office.
There's shelves in my office. And yeah. Trade you your PT15 IR for a D40. I'm good. I'm nothing against the PT15 IR, but I'm good. 269. That's probably a much closer, estimate. You have 2 people give me basically the inventory of a pawn shop and trades. Yeah, I just don't understand why people do that. Like, it's just so, yeah. You got a used Ignator Armageddon 120 head. It has a blown fuse, but it sounds amazing on 2 tubes right now. Nice. Nice.
I remember the first time I went on tour with one of the Mark Ones that had those old fuse holders on it.
Oh, they came off so often.
And Donovan lost one in the van the first drive. And then we ran it on half power because I texted Dan right away, and I was like, hey dude, I can't find these fuse caps. He's like, hey, do it to this and run it on half power, and it just ripped.
Yeah.
Like, it sounded so good.
I'm in that.
Yeah.
Trade you a Dumble for your Boss MA1. Yes, 100%. We're in. Now we're talking about, I mean, it's a little bit of a step down for me to get rid of the Boss MA1, Dylan, but I'm into it. You have 24? Nice. I mean, pedals are awesome.
I probably have about 30 pedals.
When Robbie sold his old Les Paul Standard Gold Top, somebody offered to trade them, or trade him an LTD ECC 256 or EC 256 plus $200 cash. Wow. Albert, I have no idea how long the wait would be if you order a Notaklon today. I'm going to find out later tonight because I'm going to order another one. So, 3 bookcases as tall as you, Basil. Nice. Very nice. PV audition with the blue knob for D25. Man, you guys have such great trade offers. It's awesome. Yeah. You know, it's hard to say no. It's hard to say no. May sell the body off. Oh, yeah. If you're a lefty, that stuff. I know our buddy Brennan Wall's trying to sell a right-handed guitar that I think he won or something.
I was gonna say, I saw Brennan post that, and I was like,
Yeah, he's a lefty,
you did not play this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was his buddy selling it or something.
Oh, I thought it was his.
I don't think it was him.
No, I think he's selling it. I think he like got it in trade or got it from somebody. Unless I'm wrong. Like,
maybe.
Unless it's
I
his
saw.
buddies and he's just selling it because
Yeah.
he has a network of people that would buy it. But
Maybe.
yeah.
I've seen it a couple of times get listed, or like it's shown up in my feed a few times, and every time I see it, I was like, why does Brandon have a right-handed PRS?
Yeah.
This makes no sense. You keep buying new pedals and never using them? No idea what you're talking about there, Judd. Yeah. You're an acoustic guitar. I'm not an acoustic guitar. One of my good buddies got a brand new D28 today. Like
Nice.
Martin.
Who?
Timmy.
Yeah.
And I was kind of jealous of it. And then I was like, I play 1 hour of acoustic every 4 years
Yeah.
at the max when somebody I know is getting married.
I got a new acoustic on my birthday. I've played it
Nice.
probably 5 or 6 times now. I just haven't had a lot of time, but I definitely need to spend more time with it.
Oh man, the orders numbered 20,000 plus. Wow.
That's insane.
2 million bucks in Notaklons in like, oh man, like 3 months.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Josh. You have won the pedal market yet again. 20,000. That is amazing. Like, for reference for you guys, I think we're right around 20,000, like really close to 20,000 G3s after 6 years. So selling that in 3 months of anything is insane.
Yeah. I think we're about there with the G3.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I was visualizing the spreadsheet in my brain. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that seems about right.
JHS is going to buy Amazon next.
They're 10K made. Holy crap.
That's yeah.
Wild. Even to be able to like manufacture that is a feat. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how they're doing it. A lot of that stuff is surface mount, which means it's machine done. But
Yeah.
I don't think the pots and that'll be like hand placed and soldered, is my guess. There are even more being made. Yeah. Well, I mean, let's face it. They're gonna keep going until they stop selling. I mean, I can't imagine he's gonna cap it when it's
Oh no, there's no
when
reason
it's making money. I mean, there's a reason it's not sold in stores. I can tell you that. The $99 price point, there's not enough margin there to be able to have a dealer sit in the middle on it, on
Yeah.
anything, because dealers got to make money. So it, yeah, like it's, I don't know. I don't know how much it costs them to do that pedal. But at that price point, I don't think they're getting rich from doing them. So,
Yeah.
but it's still, I mean, making 2 million bucks in sales in 3 months is pretty amazing. Like, from one product. I mean, that's
And
pretty
they've-
amazing
and
from
they've got-
anything.
They've got a ton of
But
SKUs
like
too.
one product, that's, yeah. Tip of the hat to Josh
Yep,
and
100%.
his team.
All,
So
all of it is brilliant.
yeah, it sounds awesome. Like,
Honestly, man, like,
Yeah.
and just in terms of, you know, a company in our industry, like, they're a perfect example of how to do it right.
yep.
Like everything, products, marketing, visuals, like all of it. And just the vibe, it's a very welcoming vibe, like their videos, like everyone's super chill, you know, it's awesome.
Firewolf, pretty sure China's involved. I don't know. I mean, there's lots of people who have pick and place, component placers in the States that it's an automated line, like, you know, All Pedal and, yeah. Like, I know All Pedal has one. I'm pretty sure KSR has the ability to do surface mount components where it does all the surface mount and all of the soldering and everything, like a machine does it in one pass, pretty much. So they could be just, you know, getting PCBs made and then doing component placement themselves. I don't know. They might be getting component placement done overseas, too.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Definitely
I don't know.
possible.
Does it say made in the USA or anything on it? Or does it say anything about, like... It says designed and built in Kansas City, USA. So in order to say designed and built in Kansas City, USA, they probably have to be doing most of the soldering there, especially considering you build it yourself, not them. So, yeah. So, Eris builds for other companies too, except that's just Richard. Yep. Like, there's a lot of companies that end up getting other people to build their stuff. We've been approached by several companies, some of them fairly large, asking us about building their amps or building their pedals. I obviously can't say who, but yeah, that happens. We don't have a pick and place line here. It's something we've talked about doing. We do through-hole component stuff here with a team of solder workers that do that for us, and then the SMD stuff, like the surface mount stuff, we get done at our board manufacturer because it's just so much easier. So, yeah. But yeah, that could also be it. Like JHS could be doing the same thing. I don't know. It's I do know this, like Robbie said, like at this point he could probably afford to sell it through dealers and still, you know, and make less money. I would say like at that price point, like it depends. Unless they are getting everything from overseas,
Yeah.
it'd be pretty hard, man, to have a dealer in the like I'm not saying it can't be done, but like I know what things cost, and you know, you can't build anything and any part of the components on it in North America in a pedal, and like you can't build it for less than like $60 or $70 by the time you're done. Like it's gonna be, well, maybe I don't know. I don't know what the. I mean, there's a charge pump in there. Charge pumps aren't, you know, unless you're buying really cheap, shitty ones, which with the way that sounds, I highly doubt he's buying a cheap, shitty one.
No.
Charge pumps aren't cheap. Like, I think the charge pumps that we buy are like between like $3 and $4
Per unit.
per unit.
Yeah.
So,
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you add it up with all the other components and the pedals, it's not cheap.
yeah, for just one single board level component to be that kind of money, that's not cheap. So,
For sure.
and that's buying them in the thousands, like not.
And it's funny
yeah.
because those are the parts we've had the most issues with. But yeah.
BB, you should help out Fortin. They have no luck. They have no luck with getting manufacturing done. That's weird. Their pedals are all manufactured at All Pedal. That's really strange. Like they do KHDK and
All pedal does?
yeah, All Pedal does. I don't know if I should out All Pedal for all the people that they do stuff for, but like All Pedal does a lot of work. All Pedal used to do all of Wampler, so that's where, unless Fortin changed, it's quite possible. But back in the day, like I ordered the Zool Plus when we did when we were doing the G8, because I was just comparing other gates that were on the market to see how ours stacked up against other gates, and the Zool Plus shipped direct to me from WGS's like All Pedals facility. WGS, like Warehouse Guitar Speakers, and All Pedal are the same company, in case you guys don't know that. So, could you make pedals out of amp components? Like, what do you mean? Like, there are a lot of components in amps that'll be the same in pedals. We do way less surface mount stuff in amplifiers.
Yeah.
Amplifiers are way more through-hole components. Yeah, square plug is 4 to 5 Canadian. Yep, and stuff's not cheap. You got the Fortin Pumpkin, the Evil Pumpkin, and just got the Zool Plus today. Nice, Shane. How do you like the Evil Pumpkin? I've heard lots of good things about it. I've never seen one in person. Did we play? Was there a Fortin Cali that came here one day, or was it just the Fortin modded?
It was the Fortin modded Marshall that Mikey Pipes had.
Yeah, Fortin modded Plexi is awesome.
It sounded great. Yeah, it sounded really good.
Yeah, pedals can have tubes. For the most part, a lot of them are kind of useless. Like the tubes in. A lot of the time, they're there more for show than they are for actual driving preamp gain.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
at least in most of the pedals that I've seen them in. Because you got to boost, like you need a big charge pump because you got to boost the voltage a decent amount to actually make it worthwhile.
For sure.
So,
yeah.
like would any amp capacitors and resistors work in pedals? Yeah, I mean.
They all just have values, right?
Yeah, like.
So it all, like they serve the same purpose, but just have a different value based on what you're trying to achieve.
There's a ton of pedals that are built with through hole. Like most small to medium builders build with, build with through hole stuff. Then don't do SMD, SMT, whatever you want to call it, like surface mount. The surface mount stuff, most companies use that. Like we use surface mount stuff primarily for speed, right? Like we can build stuff a lot faster, and we don't find, like when we compared the through hole versions of the prototypes of our pedals versus the surface mount, we could not tell a difference between them. So,
yeah.
They're just there for clipping. Yeah. The Evil Pumpkin is really mid-rangey, which I like, and very, very defined. Pretty much doesn't need a boost. Cool. Yeah. Any of the Fortin stuff I've ever played sounds cool. So I'd be into checking it out. We just never see any of it here. Like I think there's one guy in town, that Greg dude, I think has a Fortin Cali.
He has a Cali, and
he did have a Cali.
I don't know if he sold it, but yeah, he's the one dude. He had that. He had that Wizard. He had the.
He had the head first head first.
He's the dude who gets like all the weird stuff.
Ground Zero. That's where the Ground Zero came from originally.
It came from him.
Yeah.
That thing was really good.
Yeah, that's really good. That's the Hellion.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone here's tried or heard of Ground Zero amplification. It was definitely a tweaker amp because it was a single channel with a ton of voicing switches.
Yes.
But it sounded really, really
It can sound real
good.
dark, real easy, but it
Yeah.
sounded pretty good to
I
me.
was actually really impressed with that. It was funny because he brought in that and the Wizard, and I tried the Wizard, and I was just like, holy crap! This
I
thing
thought the
sounds
Ground Zero sounded better than the Wizard.
He's like, you're gonna like this more. And I'd never heard of it, and like the logo was kind of weird, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I plugged it in, it was just like, holy shit, this thing sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone tried that new Vox amp? I didn't even know there was a new Vox amp. So
Not a Vox guy.
no, I'm not either. Have either of you played a Marshall JVM? I have not. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't. But yeah, I have not. I would love to because I have fallen in love with way more Marshalls in the last like 5 to 6 years than I ever thought I would have. So pass on Vox. That's how I feel about every one of them that I've played except for Stu G's AC30 that I got to play. That amp I would buy in a second if he's selling it. But it's like a 65 or 64 Vox AC30. It's, yeah, crazy. You asked Misha if he could buy his prototype precision drive off of him, and he said he could morally do it because it had a higher noise floor than the production units, and the production units were cleaner. That's all, honestly a very true statement about most prototype products. That
Yeah.
like with Dan, a lot of the stuff that he does when he's doing the prototypes, he'll find issues like noise and he'll find a solution for it. And then the solution for it is always some sort of mod, because the boards from like a prototype or pre-production prototype are always, kind of like, I wouldn't say first draft, but like they're not always the end result. So he'll do a mod and then he'll take and build that into the actual PCB. So yeah. Braxel, you want a Rev Orange channel. So you want like the drive from the D40 in a pedal? A 1-channel 7-watt generator. I don't want that amp at 7 watts. I want that amp at 50 watts. And I want it to sound like that 7-watt amp. That's what I want. So, I mean, we don't always build the things I want here. We quite often do, but that's high on my list. So, it's not coming this year, just so you guys know. There's no way that we'll be doing. I don't even know if we're going to do any new amps. I don't think there will be any new amps this year.
I mean,
so,
we did
we did the
3 last year. 4 with the anniversary.
With the anniversary.
Yeah,
Or like with
which
the
was
Rev
like
B.
a revoice, but like with the
Yeah.
anniversary, 4 amps last year and 3 pedals, 2 pedals. Chatbreaker tilt boost,
Yes.
2. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we did 6 products last year.
Gray channel? What's the gray channel? I don't know what the gray channel is. But
Static
the
noise.
Rev Bodlander 100.
The Budlander. we frigged up.
I mean, I don't want to buy anything for a new price, so I keep waiting to see if anybody sells anything cheap, but I really want to buy a Badlander and just see how the Badlander 50 or 100 are. But I love boogie stuff. Everybody that watches this knows that about us. Hey, if you're watching and you haven't smashed that like button or followed us on the old YouTubes or Facebook, that'd be great. Follow us. We do this dumb little show every week. Sometimes it's me and you, sometimes it's Luke and I, sometimes it's you and Luke, sometimes Smoke and Bo makes an appearance.
Yeah,
Sometimes my brother shows up when you and I can't be here.
that was the first.
So,
Worked well though.
Robbie, if you order a 120 now, they're all Rev B circuits. There are no more Rev A circuits for 120s. There are still kind of we haven't done the modification to the 100P and the 100R yet. So those ones, if you ordered a 100P or 100R, would still be Rev A. But yeah, any 120s that are shipping now are all Rev B. So, yeah. Yeah. You guys have any other questions or anything from us? Oh, hey, thanks, Dylan. My son Max is already all better. Like, it's
Kids heal quicker.
And he had it he got it about 4 days before I did, and I'm fine. My hands are peeling, so it's just gross. So I think it'll be done hopefully like next week.
Yeah.
It's like I have videos that I'm
nice.
supposed to shoot that I can't shoot.
Yeah. What video?
Yeah, the one we've been talking about and whiteboarded in that. Like, we talked about it in all of our marketing meetings. That's good. You were paying attention. Great. So, yeah.
That's good. Yeah, just fixing other problems while we were doing that. So.
The guy did a Rev C with the Badlander. Oh, really? Did Fluff do that? Because Fluff has a Fluff has a Rev C, and there's very few people that have Rev Cs because, if I remember correctly, Rev C is the first like actual production, like I think Rev C is like the only production model or the earliest production models of rectifiers, but I could be wrong. Scott, yeah, dude, the Perfecto thing is going to be awesome. Perfecto and I are good friends. I can't wait for him to come to town. Yeah, we're going to go get Korean barbecue when he's in town because that's what we did when I was in LA with him. So
I mean, the place in town to go, it's right next to Long McQuaid. So.
yeah, Iggy. Ooh, that's a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you call it Iggy or EG? Or?
Iggy.
Iggy,
Yeah, that's the place.
How much Vegemite can you eat before you barf? Literally
Nothing.
Nothing. Like a little bit on my finger, and that would be pretty much the end of it for me. Have you heard of R2R electric pedals? Nope.
No.
They cool? What do they do? I would love to try them. I like trying any pedals. Yeah. Oh yeah, Jared. I didn't watch Jared's video yet, but I saw that he was doing it with the Mr. Scary mod.
I heard it rips.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious about that Mr. Scary thing. Is it specifically for
No, it can be used
mesas,
on
but it can be used for anything?
Marshalls, mesas.
Yeah.
It's a specific. Someone asked us about it, and I sent it to Dan. I forget exactly what it is. There's a specific requirement within the power section of the amp, but it doesn't have to do with like what type of amp it is.
Right. Yeah.
You can use it for like someone reached out to me and asked if they could do it to our amp, and I forwarded it to Dan, and he's like, he like looked into it. He's like, I think this should be good. I don't want to tell them to do it in case anything happens,
Right.
but like based on what I think this is, it should be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, essentially it uses two preamp tubes in the position of one preamp tube is
Yeah,
what it's
it
doing.
just
So
has
it's
an
essentially adding gain stages.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
literally adds a gain stage. So on like an amp like the person who asked with the G20, because they're like, I tried the 120 and I really liked it. I know the G20 has less preamp stages. Would this help it get closer to that? Because it's adding more saturation to that preamp stage.
Yeah,
right?
but the G20 doesn't necessarily have less preamp stages. Then just because it has less preamp tubes doesn't mean it has less preamp stages, right? Because it depends
No,
on...
I know, but that
Yeah.
was the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like, Terrible says, someone I don't hear people talking about the tones of the guitar, but the sound good is the guy from Hoobastank. He does use a
Nice.
like a rectifier. Dan, there's so many people who have great tones from rectifiers. Nickelback is by far my favorite and like is to me the be-all end-all best rectifier tone ever. Like, I know Nickelback gets shit on all the time, but man, I listened to that new Get Rollin' record on the way home from NAMM. The record sounds amazing, and there's like several good tunes. But Nickelback's like mixes in that for hard rock are like
It's
the
insane.
best.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
First amp is a PV Viper. Nice. I don't even remember what my first amp was. My first real amp that I remember was a Marshall JCM. I'm pretty sure it was a JCM 800, or it was a JMP. Might have been a JCM 800 212, or it could have been a JMP 212. I think it was a JMP 212, like the one that I just got rid of, like a 74 or something like that. Yeah. Rev Dyna are with 412 with creambacks and greenbacks. Yeah, I still got to try greenbacks again. Every Marshall cabinet I've ever played with greenbacks, I hated, to be honest. That's just me. Dorian loves them. Like, they're super papery sounding, and like, I don't like, me, I don't like things that sound like thin and brittle. And that's what, like, when I think of papery tones, I'm like thin and brittle, like a piece of paper. So we definitely need to try them. Ronnie, All the Right Reasons was the sickest hard rock tones I've ever heard. Nickelback for the win always. Dude, the kick drum in Animals, I say it all the time. That's my favorite kick drum in rock music. It sounds so good. So, remember me? What was the channel of the Rev you feel it was like what the rectifier didn't do?
Red.
Channel 4, red channel. Hands down. Really what it is that it's a modern high gain voice that the bottom end doesn't get all muddy and fall apart like it does on the rectifier. And when I played rectifiers in a band, I did not know about boosting the front end of a rectifier. And even when Sam's boosted it here and like shown me what to do, I still don't love that sound. Like, I still feel like the rectifier on its own when you're just playing big, like, you know, big drop D power chords or, you know, just big, you know, 5 chords, period. Yeah, sound better. Sammy's touching his phone, which means he's turned into a pumpkin because we went past 2 hours. What?
I just didn't know what time it was.
Oh, okay.
Have I complained?
No.
No.
Nope.
No.
No.
And I
Luke,
won't- and I
Luke
won't.
looks like he's ready to leave, though.
Yep.
And he's giggling like a schoolgirl because I said it.
I also
Like-
I also never complained once.
Yeah,
Throughout
you know
all
what?
these other streams, you always just assume that
You know
I
what?
want to
Just
leave.
because you don't do it on camera doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Do you know how much therapy I have to have after you berate me for the things that I do wrong on this stream? The boys know about it. Manny's about to comment about it.
Okay, I'll make a
'cause-
list then, and
'cause,
we
like-
can go the opposite direction on that.
So, yeah. So, someone needs to make cabs out of walnut and koa woods. There's a tone in that wood that is different than usual cabs.
Yeah,
Man,
both of those will crack in 2
yeah.
seconds here.
Yeah.
But
Hey, Emerald City is a great shop, but like Flipside also
Flipside
has
is a
the
fantastic
best
shop.
merch from any guitar store I've been to.
hands down. Hands down,
And
best
also
merch.
has
Yeah.
like probably the best pedal selection. I
Yep,
mean, that's where I got
I'd
the
agree.
phone pedals.
Emerald City was definitely like an unobtainable shop. Like it's like really cool old vintage stuff. But we went with the Morgan guys and they just
Yeah.
decked us out with merch.
It's
They
awesome.
they were super nice. Yeah, and it was a very cool shop, but it's a different vibe. Like Flipside is like I'm gonna go in there and there's stuff I'm actually gonna try out and buy.
Yes.
With Emerald, I'm gonna go in and be like, wow, this is amazing. I can't afford any of this.
Yep.
Goodbye. You know. But,
Can you scroll up there for a second there, Luke? Oh, yeah, Andrew, I've played the Road King too. It's awesome. When they came out, they were $4,000 in Canada, and my rectifier, like my triple, was like $2,500, so I just couldn't afford one. And now I just don't care that much because I have generators, and they do what I would want the Road King to do anyway. So if ever anyone comes, like if one ever comes up for sale locally for not an insane price, then I'll probably buy it. But gear prices are still like used gear prices are still insane everywhere here. It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's great if you're selling stuff. Like I got way too much money for the Strat that I sold.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff's high right now.
Yeah.
It's like selling a car right now.
What's that?
It's like selling a car right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here right away. I got a bunch of work to do yet tonight. These guys got to drive home. So thank you everybody for coming and hanging with us.
Yeah,
and,
thanks for hanging out.
You know, love for you guys to join the Rev community on Facebook. Yeah, and just
This is fun.
hang out.
I'm like really pleasantly impressed with the Notaklon. Like
Yeah.
super great work, JHS. I'd say that and the Harby still are kind of my favorites. But
Yeah.
like, it's funny to me, as I said earlier, like our 2 favorites were the 2 cheapest options.
Yes.
And it just goes to show you, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, good
Yeah.
design is good design. And not only did they design a great pedal that sounds great, but just the whole package was so fun. And
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great thing to do. Like and so well thought out. And again, props to Josh for. Yeah, he deserves all the success that he's made or that he's gotten
Absolutely.
from this. So
Yeah.
great idea. Yeah.
Great idea, great pedal.
Yeah.
Would do again.
Yeah. 10 out of 10
Yeah.
would try.
I would rate it a 10 out of 10.
Like the chef reacts.
Like
You watch Chef React stuff?
I was like, I haven't watched
Where he
specifically
calls
that,
himself Bobblehead McChucklefucks.
but no. Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say I definitely haven't.
Yeah.
I was
So-
gonna say it was like that video I showed you with the hot dog earlier today with the
Oh,
master
yeah, yeah.
chef.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, he rates like all of these like terrible, like, well, he rates like good chefs and like,
I know
and, like,
exactly.
terrible ones.
It's the guy he's like talking along the
Yeah,
video. Yeah.
And he's like,
showed me him
oh,
last
come
week.
on, hurry up. Like, horrible dicing skills. And then he's like, at the end of it, he's always like, all right, 1 out of 10, would try some. Like it's always like
would still try it.
0.3 out of 10, would try it. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks, guys. We will see you next week. No idea what we're doing next week. Love your suggestions for what we should talk about or what you guys want to hear, what you want to see. So join the Rev community on Facebook and talk to us there. Oh, and Sammy's going to play you out.
No, go. It's not doing what I want. Ah, never mind. Oh, there we go. That's all I wanted was some noise.
Ja,
Hey,
ja.
It's not doing the
Hey.
oscillate thing.
Should we make Rich
Hang on.
come up here and try some Vegemite? Being the first.
Yeah,
time he's
Rich,
here?
get up here.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all ready.
let's
Get
do it.
up here. Come on, bud. Let's do it.
You guys want to see Rich, dude, get peer pressured into trying Vegemite?
That's how we're ending this
Yeah.
tonight.
Come on up here, Rich.
This is Rich.
Yeah.
If you've got
come
an amp
sit
for us
here.
in the past couple months, there's a good chance Rich did some of the upholstery on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready? Put your finger out.
This is a delicacy in Australia.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Oh, he's champing it.
Tell me it doesn't taste like the smell of the inside of a hamster cage.
That's not great.
Yeah, yeah, but just so you know, it's great on toast.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
With butter.
With butter.
Yeah. It's terrible. All right. Now that we've punished Rich, I'm going to pay
Good
for it
job.
tomorrow.
Crushed it.
Yeah. So, thanks, guys. If Luke figures out how to shut the stream off, we'll end the stream here. But we're not sure if he will. Ow.
Oh yeah.